Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Chuka the Barber, and I'm here this week with the Rich Barber TV. This episode is a product review. The product review that I'm doing is on the Andis Slimline Pro Trimmers. It's a hot product out there right now. People really love them. They're basically the same. You got the Slimline Pro, you got the Slimline Pro Li. The only difference is really maybe the size and the weight and the fact that this one has a Li battery. So this one is smaller, the Slimline Pro is smaller, and it does weigh a bit more than this one, and I think it has something to do with the battery. I think the Li battery gives it longer life, maybe even more power and stuff like that. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure the change was an upgrade from this one. But at the same time, like, it's more preference. This one's longer and it is lighter, and some people might prefer that. I actually prefer this one. I like the weight of it and I like the size of it. So it allows you to really maneuver real good, and it's great for designs and lining up and just all around, trimming. I also love the size of the blades. They really have a good size that can basically be used for anything. Great for designs, great for, of course, lineups, edge ups. And the dope thing about the blade that it does have a deep tooth blade on there, and because of this deep tooth, it really allows you to really do a lot of freehand work. So when I say freehand work, it could be shaping an afro, or a high top, or even a beard. So after I hit it with my clippers and I do the shaping up with my clippers, then I could go back and really get it more detailed with these because of the deep tooth. It actually catches the hair really well. They, as far as performance, as far as the hairlines and the sharpness of them, if you get them adjusted right, they give sharp lines. They really give a great result when it comes to shaving and how close you can get the shave and stuff like that. So you just gotta have them adjusted really right. It is a deep tooth, so you don't want to over adjust it, because the wider and the deeper the teeth allows the skin to kind of get through there a little easier, which can cause biting and stuff like that. But we do have a on the money 10-second blade setter for these that gets it right on the money for this specific blade that will allow it to perform at its best. Now, one thing I noticed that these have a lot of power. They have power, it's there. But to really get that consistent power, you just have to keep them charged, just it's cordless. So when you're not using it in between, using these and your clippers and stuff like that, I always set them back on the charger. That way it keeps it full, because I know that if I continue to use it without really recharging it or keeping it on that charger, I do see the performance drop. And it's cordless. It's not like the corded ones. They do take two different chargers. This one goes with the Slimline Pro Li. It's the charger. The only thing about this is that it tips over very easily, so just be careful. Put it in a space on your station that you won't knock it over too easily. And then this one has a stronger, heavier base for the Slimline Pro. It feels a lot more sturdy, and that will stay in position. It won't really knock over and stuff like that. It is kind of big, but there's two different chargers. So I own both of them. Just make sure that you know that they're not going to fit with each one. It's different. I thought they both use the same one or the same type of connection, and no, it doesn't. So Andis does say on the box and stuff like that you have all day use with the charge of these, but is that possible? I've never tried it. I never tried to just go all day without charging these, because the fact that you notice a lack of performance, and they work a lot better when they're full power. So I would just keep them on the charger when I'm not using them, and in between switching back and forth between my trimmer and my clipper. The only cons that you really will kind of have with these, or that I have with these, is the fact that you sometimes miss the power of a corded trimmer like the Andis TI liner. The Andis TI liner is when I want to knock out cuts, when I want to get stuff done, when I don't want to mess around. I mean, it's my go-to, and it's still my favorite trimmer because of the fact that it has the power, it has the strength, it has the speed, and it just performs, and it's kind of more looking at your situation and seeing what's best for you. The smaller blade on the trimmer does cause you to really spend more time with cutting and using them, because it's a smaller blade and it doesn't really cover as much space. And then sometimes the lack of power too can kind of add time to your haircuts. But for some people that's not a big deal. For some people it's like, it might be a big deal. So that's just something for you to decide if this is something you're interested in. And but overall, Andis did an awesome job on these. You can tell they really put forth a lot of focus, a lot of effort, and a lot of detail in creating a cordless trimmer that performs, that's comfortable, that's lightweight, and that helps you get the results that you're looking for. So I appreciate you guys tuning in to another episode of the Rich Barber TV. I'll catch y'all next week with another episode, give you good game knowledge, information, product reviews, or anything that could bring value to your barber career and help you elevate your game. Y'all have a good one. Peace.